Welcome to the Market Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is May 18, 2023, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, we're watching the NASDAQ, which represents the index for all the major high-tech companies, break out higher. But first, no major economic events scheduled for today. So as we look at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, we're watching the US dollar continue to strengthen versus the major pairs. And as we look at the indices, the Dow Jones gets a big bounce yesterday, really propelled by what the NASDAQ is doing. And looking at commodities, gold actually retracing while oil gets a bounce. Now looking at the stocks, it's Amazon and Facebook's turn to take the markets higher. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin gets a bounce. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. We're going to take a look at the Euro USD first. You can see trickling lower to 108.22. That's a significant retracement. That's almost or close to almost a 200 pip retracement for the Euro. And that's the first time it's happened ever since we've had this nice run and a nice trending upwards. And it looks like, this is really confirmed that the markets are getting softer versus the dollar. Now looking at the GBP USD, also aggravated a little bit further down as we look at the daily, did break that 30-day moving average and continued to break it. Now it is at supportish area, so keep that in mind. If the GBP does break, I would say 123-ish level, then we would see it break even further. But at this point, it's still relatively strong versus the dollar. Now, when we look at the other major pairs, looking at the Australian dollar, also trading at the bottom of its range, retracing after hitting that levels. But this is great because this is trading in a range, okay? We love range-bound trading because you buy the bottom, you sell the top, and you're good to go. It's not, and guessing how much further it's going to go higher, how much engaging, how much, the retracement's going to be. But it's right there. It's between these two areas. And as long as you can just, put yourself anywhere between here and here, you're good, okay? And that's what I'm talking about. Now looking at gold, we're tracing here to 1977. Not a big deal, and it's at supportish area. So keep that in mind as this is retracing. And looking at crude oil as well, it's getting a little bit of a bounce just the other day, but it's still just trading in a range between $74, $73-ish, and $69-ish. Okay, so we are consolidating in this area as well. So keep that in mind. Now jumping into the US markets, and this is where it's starting to get exciting. The NASDAQ trading at 13,648, and we are at resistance area, previous resistance to this high that we had back in August of 2022 of last year. So this is really very important because we came from our all-time highs, okay? Well, that was a retracement there, and then we kind of bounced off of it. And this is the first time really that we're kind of looking to break up higher, and this may be some sign that we're going to pivot out of this possible recession with the help of this high-tech companies, with the push of AI. So this is happening in real time. When we look at the specific stocks that are going higher, this time it was Amazon to 115, and we're looking at a daily, so it's much higher than what I would have expected to. Now it's all-time highs, obviously. Still a difference from where we are right now, and you can't see it longer than this time frame, but it still has room on the upside as well to take it up. Now looking at Facebook, a nice move up to 242. Remember, this was the gap up that we got just a couple of weeks ago. If you look at a daily chart, it's reclaimed itself. That's the word I was looking for. Reclaiming itself at 242 because it did gap up to 240 and it went up to all the way as 243, 244-ish. And then it kind of petered out down to 230-ish level, but it's made its way back. And that's a good sign. And that's a sign that we perhaps may go even further up. Now looking at the other stocks, Microsoft is there also at 313. So all the FANG stocks really close to its highs is a very positive sign. Now lastly, jumping into Bitcoin, as we're looking here, Bitcoin is trading at 27,200-ish level, and that is something that it's making its way back. One more thing, forgot to mention, the Turkish Lira continues to get weaker and got weaker this morning, and it's just pushing out higher. So just keep an eye on this, because if it'll get a correction, it'll get a correction on a very, very wide way. And if it continues depreciating, which it looks like, because nothing's going to change, and we do target the trade, so this is at our focus to see what's going to develop with this as well. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.